Welcome to a special series of the 5-Minute Biographies podcast from 5minutebiographies.com, where we tell you interesting things about interesting people in about 5 minutes. While we get ready for season 21 of the regular series, we are bringing you the second special series on United States presidents, with a brand new episode every weekday across 10 episodes, covering presidents 11 through 20. If you enjoy the show and would like to support us, why not consider buying us a coffee? Just head to 5minutebiographies.com/coffee to find out more. This is episode 9, Rutherford B. Hayes. Rutherford Birchard Hayes, the 19th President of the United States, was born on the 4th of October, 1822, in Delaware, Ohio. His father, Rutherford Hayes Jr, died shortly before his birth, leaving his mother, Sophia Birchard Hayes, to raise him and his older sister. Despite the hardships of losing her husband, Sophia ensured that her children received a good education and instilled in them strong moral values. Hayes grew up in a modest but intellectually stimulating environment, surrounded by books and encouraged to develop a keen sense of duty and public service. As a child, Hayes attended local schools before enrolling at Norwalk Seminary, a preparatory school in Ohio. He later transferred to Kenyon College in Gambia, Ohio, where he excelled academically. Graduating in 1842 as valedictorian, Hayes demonstrated a strong aptitude for public speaking and critical thinking. His time at Kenyon College helped shape his views on social issues, particularly his opposition to slavery and his belief in the principles of justice and equality. After completing his undergraduate studies, Hayes pursued a legal education at Harvard Law School, graduating in 1845. He was admitted to the bar the same year and began practicing law in Lower Sandusky, Ohio. However, he soon moved to Cincinnati, where he established a successful law practice and became involved in politics. It was in Cincinnati that he became acquainted with the growing abolitionist movement, further solidifying his opposition to slavery. In 1852, Hayes married Lucy Ware Webb, a well-educated woman with strong religious and moral convictions. Lucy was a staunch advocate for social reform, particularly in education and temperance, and she played a significant role in shaping Hayes's political career. The couple had 8 children, though 3 did not survive infancy. Their marriage was marked by mutual respect and shared ideals, with Lucy becoming the first First Lady to hold a college degree. As the political climate in the United States became increasingly tense over the issue of slavery, Hayes became more active in public life. When the Civil War broke out in 1861, he volunteered for military service, joining the Union Army as a major in the 23rd Ohio Infantry. He quickly proved himself to be a capable and courageous leader, earning promotions for his bravery in battle. During the war, he was wounded multiple times, including at the Battle of South Mountain in 1862. His leadership and dedication to the Union cause earned him the rank of Brevet Major General by the end of the war. Hayes's military service boosted his political reputation, and in 1864 he was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives while still serving in the Army. Reluctant to leave his post, he refused to campaign but won the election regardless. Once in Congress, he aligned himself with the Republican Party and supported Reconstruction policies aimed at securing civil rights for newly freed African Americans. In 1867, he was elected Governor of Ohio, serving 3 terms in total. As governor, he focused on education reform, economic development, and the protection of civil rights, earning a reputation as a principled and moderate leader. In 1876, Hayes was nominated as the Republican candidate for the presidency. His opponent, Democrat Samuel J. Tilden, won the popular vote, but the electoral results were disputed in several states. The election led to one of the most controversial political disputes in American history. A special commission was formed to resolve the electoral deadlock, ultimately awarding Hayes the presidency in what became known as the Compromise of 1877. In exchange for Southern Democratic support, Hayes agreed to withdraw federal troops from the South, effectively ending Reconstruction. His presidency began under a cloud of controversy, with many Democrats referring to him as Rutherford or the usurper. Despite the contentious start to his presidency, Hayes worked to heal national divisions and promote civil service reform. He believed in merit-based appointments rather than political patronage, setting the stage for future government reforms. His administration also sought to rebuild the South's economy while protecting the rights of African Americans, though the withdrawal of federal troops led to the resurgence of discriminatory practices in the South. Hayes was a strong advocate for education and worked to improve access to schooling, particularly for African Americans and Native Americans. He also attempted to reform the country's monetary system, opposing the unrestricted coinage of silver in favor of the gold standard to stabilize the economy. His policies, however, were met with resistance from both political parties, and he struggled to gain widespread support for his reforms. True to his campaign pledge, Hayes did not seek re-election in 1880, choosing instead to retire after one term. He left office in 1881 and returned to his home in Fremont, Ohio, where he remained active in public service. He dedicated his post-presidency years to advocating for education, prison reform, and veterans affairs. He served as a trustee for several educational institutions and promoted policies to improve literacy and vocational training, particularly for African Americans. Hayes remained deeply committed to his belief in equal opportunity and national unity. His contributions to education and social reform left a lasting impact, even as his presidency was overshadowed by the controversy of the 1876 election. In his later years, he continued to travel and speak on public issues, earning respect for his dedication to service and integrity. On the 17th of January 1893, Rutherford B. Hayes died at the age of 70 at his home in Fremont, Ohio, from complications of a heart attack. His final words were reportedly, "I know that I'm going where Lucy is," referencing his beloved wife, who had passed away 4 years earlier. He was buried in Spiegel Grove, the family estate that later became the Rutherford B. Hayes Presidential Library and Museum. Hayes's legacy remains a subject of historical debate. While he was a principled and reform-minded leader, his presidency is often remembered for the end of Reconstruction and the compromises that allowed racial discrimination to flourish in the South. However, his efforts in civil service reform and education laid important foundations for future progress. His life, marked by military bravery, political service, and a commitment to social justice, exemplified his belief in duty, integrity, and the power of education to improve society. Thanks for listening to this special episode of the 5-Minute Biographies podcast. Don't forget, a new episode will be released every weekday during this series, so be sure to follow or subscribe to catch them all. And the regular 5-Minute Biographies series will be returning soon with Season 21. If you would like to support the show, you can buy us a coffee at 5minutebiographies.com/coffee. See you next time.